Hey, what's up guys? Brad, Poor Boy's Garage. I had some bad news. I think I just deleted all my footage to cut this wheel well out. Oh man, I started thinking about it after I hit format card, and I'm like, I hope I took that and put it on the computer, and I don't think I did. Anyway. It's not a big deal because we could do the other one, but the other side. But here's what we got going on so far. So we cut the wheel out. We're putting a 31 by 14 by 15 inch tire on the back. And you guys seen that in the last video of exactly what the car is going to be looking like. We're doing a super stock. Now, not nothing crazy like a super stock, you know, drag strip only. It's going to be, this car's got a title, and we're just going to be ripping it around the area, nothing crazy. And it's going to have a 4-speed in it, and you know, street 4-speed's a little different than a drag race 4-speed. You got to be a little bit slower. You can't really bang them as hard if you have one of them short shift, no clutch 4-speeds that people use. Anyway, wheel well's cut out. I trimmed it out as best I could. I am going to fill in just a little bit right here of the cutout area. Now I'm just using some galvanized, I don't know, I think it's like an inch and a half that I had laying around. I shaped it so I could get it right in the wheel well area. We'll start tacking that up. Kind of shaped it on this side as well so it'll fit right in there. As you can see, it pulls right in. I think it did pretty good though. We're gonna have just a little gap back here, if you could see, and then I'll just put a little fill-in piece there. I think we'll be fine. We'll fill this in today, try to fill this in today. Now what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna, I do have a lip for this galvanized piece, and I'm just gonna pop a couple of holes, and I'm just gonna be able to, so I can be able to tack and pull that right to the fender that I cut in. Now we're not doing anything crazy. This is just a real quick, well, it ain't quick, but you know how it is, just a real easy fender, well, quarter cut, so we get some big fat tires in the back. And that's the only thing wrong with 67s, in my opinion. And if you keep them stock, you know, which everybody wants to do, they sit, it almost looks like they have fender skirts on them. The way the quarters were molded, you can only fit so big of a tire in the back there unless you're going to start tubbing it or mini tubbing it and all that stuff, which that's cool, don't get me wrong, but that's not the road I want to go down, because that's a lot of work. So this is what we're going to do. We're making it old school. We're making it as cool as we can. And yeah, let's keep on rolling. Alright. I love primer, working with primer because it dries so fast. It worked alright. I guess I got a basic shape. Yeah. So here's what I was trying to tell you. So this side I was able to work this side real easy because obviously that's the outside. Inside's a little more tricky because you can't see what you're doing. You're taking the spray paint. But I got a basic line. I think right here I could just finagle it. Just kind of go straight across. But this gives me a basic line. I'll cut it out and then I'll transfer it over to some other piece of metal, and then hopefully it'll just weld right in. So I probably could have done a little better if I probably would have pushed up on it, but oh well, it is what it is. Gonna try it again. I didn't like the spray paint method. Don't use that. It just gets, it does good if you could keep this piece tight enough up against the quarter, and I just can't do it because now I got it kind of rigged up with the vice grips. And it's keeping it pretty tight, but I'm using a real nice fine Sharpie, and I think it'll do a little bit better. So it was a great idea when I first thought of it, and now it's just like, let's just use the Sharpie. So I'm gonna try my best here. All right. Ooh. Let me show you what I got. Holy crap. Doing the limbo back there. Oh yeah, that's way better. All right, so this is what I got. And I'm just gonna use my jigsaw. Makes it a little easier. It's just hard to cut with scissors because it's like a plastic. It'd be better if you use like a little piece like thick, like kind of like a cardboard, you know. But this is all I had. I'm trying not to spend money because I'm running out. So we'll use that and we'll cut it and see how it works. All right, got it cut. Looks crazy. But see what I'm saying? You're like trying to make pieces like this. I mean, it's just out of control. So let's see how she does this time. I might leave the overlap in it. It's got a little overlap. I might do that. I might just leave the overlap in it. I could always just sand. If I make to trace this out and it's a little overlap, I could just get behind it and whack it down a little bit. That's fine. So we'll just go with this. We'll trace it out and just keep on rolling. All right, we are almost done with the inner, putting in that piece, whatever. I'm freaking getting burnt on it, I'll tell you that, because I've been working on this thing for like 5 hours now, between yesterday and today. It's just tedious as crap, man. Let me show you what I got going on. So basically what we're trying to do, you guys know, we're just trying to fill in this wheel well, because when you make that cut, it cuts in the inners. So I did a little bit better on this. I kind of wished I would have like had a roll, but you know, I was like, at this point, good luck, because I got a little teeny gap right in here and then right in there, which, you know, this car is not going to be waterproof. It's not probably going to go out on rainy days, so it really don't matter. I don't know what I'm going to do yet to fill this part in. Not sure if I'll just throw some Bondo in right there when I start trying to fix some of these quarters. But anyway, we'll rubber seal it. Everything should come out pretty legit. I'm just going to get another piece right here and try to fill in this all the way down the best I can. It's a little wobbly right here because it got a little bit of rust in the inner quarters right there on the bottom. So we'll fill that in and we'll rubber spray paint it, and you'll never be able to tell. All right, made it. We got it, everything filled in. Only thing that I don't like, well, there's a few things, but this says a Mecum auction up in here, and I say that a million times. This ain't Mecum auction. Anyway, of course I hit, when I was trying to smooth this out a little bit, I tapped this with the grinder, so I had a nice swoop right here on both sides, and now it's a little blotchy. I'm gonna hit that with sandpaper, but everything came out okay, you know, not that bad. I'm gonna hit it with the rubber paint, and we'll put some seam sealer in here where there's a little gap. See that right there? I'll seam sealer it. And it's like I said, it's not like this is going in the rain or anything anyway. I don't even know why it's a big deal to me, but I'll just do that, and we'll continue on with some ladder bars. All right, while that's drying, seam sealed, I'll wait just a little longer, probably do it tomorrow in the morning or something like that. But what I wanted to show you was what we are going to be doing next. And these things are beastly, but I've had these forever, and I want to put them on. It ain't that bad, but they are heavy, you know. I mean, if you're looking for, you know, weight reduction, these ain't it. But they're not too painful. But what I want to do with these is I found these. I don't remember where I got these actually. I just thought they were always cool. They're old, nostalgic, you know, ladder bar setup. And now I get a chance to finally use them. They've been in my shed forever. They were missing the tops, and what I did was I found a piece of pipe about the same size. Let me show you. My buddy had the big, about a 3-4 inch piece of pipe in the scrap pile, and I grabbed it, and it measures just about the same, pretty dang close as this right here. So what I'm going to do is cut it in half. I may double it up, and then that'll be the top, and I'll weld some ears on it, and then we could go ahead and clamp this in to the rear end. I'll put the car down, put all the weight back on it, and then we could kind of see where this wants to fall, and it's going to fall right on the frame rail, and that's perfect. I just put 2 ears on the frame rail. We'll go ahead and bolt this up, and I think it'll look bad to the bone. All right, back at it. What I want to do today is I would like to put these old school style ladder bars on that I was telling you guys about. I got them all mocked up. I was hoping I could find some clamps for the tops of these so I don't have to sit here and fabricate them, because you know that takes a long time. It's fun, yes. And everybody's going to be like, just make them. I get it. I'm just trying to cut some time today. So I was asking people if they had any, but I'm not getting any response. The response I'm getting is make them, of course. But anyway, here's what I'm going for. I don't know if you guys, I guess you could see it. I'll paint them up real nice after they're all done, but old school style ladder bars. I'm gonna have to make a bracket here. What I wanna do is, let me show you. So I want to just be able to catch this rail here, which it's almost there anyway. All I have to do is just notch. I'm just going to notch this out a little bit right here. And then I could slide this over a little more. Put a top on it. And we could do the other side. That is kind of the basic idea of what I'm going for today. They will tighten it up a little bit. I mean, I don't know how crazy tight it's gonna actually be. Hopefully I'm getting a wheel hop. If I get wheel hop, then we're gonna have to go to a traction bar that clamps down the springs. But I'm thinking with this, I think we'll be fine. Don't know exactly, you know, it may help for twisting, but like I said, this isn't gonna be no crazy drag race car. I already have one of those. This is just gonna be like a badass super stock on the street kind of setup style. So anyway, that's what we're going for today. So we'll continue mocking up, and we'll keep on driving on. What do you guys think? Leave me a comment. I think it came out pretty gnarly if you ask me, just the back section. Now, keep in mind, I still got to get the front keystones, but thumbnail picture is what I'm going for. Now, I've had some comments saying that now I can't call it a super stocker because you cut the wheel wells out. And I was like, you know what? I guess you're right now. So I don't know if we're gonna say it's a super stock anymore. It's kind of my rendition of the thumbnail of, I was trying to go for that, and or it reminds me of a super stock because it's bare bones. And when I look in these old nostalgic drag cars that are like super stock drag cars, there's like nothing in them, you know, no carpet, one seat, barely any dash left, and that was kind of the genre I was going for. So I guess it isn't a super stock. It's my rendition of a bad to the bone, you know, old school dragster that I really like. But anyway, let's do the walk around, and let me show you some other stuff that I got going on. But I'd like to say thank you to Jamie Gilchrist out at Billy West's garage in Selma, which is awesome, by the way. Nothing but Mopar. Everything was for sale. We picked up this fender yesterday. I got some pictures I'll throw up of that. Billy West, old nostalgic drag racer back in the days, and he still has all the cars out there on his farm. So we were able to go out there, have free reins. I didn't do any videos of it. I'll do it next time. I got to go back out there and get a couple more things, but we will definitely do a video on that place, which was crazy, by the way. I also wanted to show you the hood I picked up. Let's go around here. I was kind of going for, like you guys, I keep saying that thumbnail that I put in the beginning. And there's the beep beep. I picked up this yesterday, and I wanted it, and I remember it was at a buddy of mine's behind the trailer. You can see it's a little roasted. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like fiberglass this in and kind of pull this out and fix it, but it was kind of what I was going for in the thumbnail of the car in the beginning, and the whole picture, the whole, you know, the whole piece that I'm trying to make this car after. I'm just not sure yet if I'm gonna pull this off and try to fix it, but if not, we're gonna tunnel ram the car, have it sticking out the hood. I'll cut the hood. But this right here, and I'm just trying to get you guys an idea what we got going on. This is the 440 I have, built by a nostalgic drag racer here in the area. Larry Whitley, his crew, I think himself, he built this engine. This was for the Beep Beep back about two and a half years ago, and I ended up getting a different engine for the drag car. And I never used this, and I was offered good money to sell it, and I just kept hanging on to it because I was like, if I start this thing up for somebody and it's in their car and it's an absolute monster, I'm gonna be upset. So it's another mystery motor, guys. You know, it's all brand new inside. We've already, you know, looked at all the pistons, or everything's brand new, but I haven't cracked it open, like slid cams out or anything like that. But I know it's gonna be legit because it's already roller rockered up. It does have cast heads on it, but it's got the big valves. We looked at that. Anyway, that's the story on that. That is, I've been saving for the perfect car. We finally have the perfect car, so that's what that's gonna go into. Let's go around here. We have the 4-speed that's getting built. We took it all apart a couple weeks ago, got it all cleaned. Now we're just going to get a rebuild kit for it. There was really nothing actually wrong with it. And we're going to put it back together. So that's what's going behind it. And this bad boy Coronet. Anyway, that's her. Those are the parts that are going in it. We went out to Billy West's house yesterday, had a great time. I'll throw up a few of those pictures. We'll do a video on that place in the future, no doubt. We got the keystones on. We're slowly getting the ladder bars. Did I show you the ladder bars? I forgot to show you. I didn't get them mounted yet. I just kind of got them hanging in there. I still got to get a couple more pieces to mount them. They definitely look cool as can be. It's hard to see on camera, but when I paint them, you're gonna see how bad to the bone those things look. So next rendition of part 3 of the Coronet, we will finish up the ladder bars. I'm gonna start doing body work on this panel, and there's nothing really even that crazy I gotta do, just some fill in here and there. We'll get it all primed up. We got the fender, so we're good there. We can prime that side up. We got to get some keystones for the front. I mean, the list goes on. If you guys have a, what do I need? I need a clutch pedal. If you guys got a Coronet, that old 6-cylinder Coronet with the clutch brake pedal, PM me. I need that. That's one part that's a little bit tough to find. Everything else is not too bad. And I wasn't, if you watch part 1, which is down there somewhere, I'm not missing a lot of stuff. I probably got about 75–80% of this car, just in pieces, of course. But enough rambling. Let me know what you think. 67 Coronet, trying to make it into that car in the thumbnail. I'm trying. Even though that's got Krager rims on it, but I wanted to go with the Keystones because those look nostalgic too. My name's Brad, Poor Boy's Garage. Let them rip, not rot, keep on saving them. Don't send them to the crusher. We hate that. And we are out.